What's going on, everyone? Alliance Orc here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I am going to be showing you how to do the hard mode Wailing Caverns Pet Battle Dungeon. So for those of you who do not know, I don't remember how to start the quest line, but there will essentially be a pet battle quest line that will take you to the Wailing Caverns. And you have to do these dungeons in chronological order. It kind of builds its own story, so to say. But the first time you go through the dungeon, you will be able to heal it, but when you do hard mode, healing is banned. So this video, we're going to be going over that hard mode and the optimal battle pets to use to beat it. Now, the first thing you have to do is, I believe upon completing easy mode, if you talk to Manapoof here, you can just get a free teleport to any of the pet battle dungeons that you have completed. So we are going to click Wailing Caverns, and poof, we're there. We are a Mayunai, disciple of Narlex. And we're just going to pick up this quest and go into the Wailing Caverns. Or should I say, Wailing Critters. Alrighty. So we are here, and we are going to start with the Deviant Small Claw. As you can see, Battle Pet Challenge, pets cannot be revived or healed. So, with that being said, we are going to open with the Sunreaver Micro Sentry, a magical pet, and whatever you want for the third slot. Our Micro Sentry will be running Laser, Haywire, Supercharge. And with that, let's hop on in. So right off the rip, you want to Supercharge, and then Haywire. The Deviant Small Claw is down. We are getting cleaved, absolutely cleaved up. Now we are going to Laser. Then we are going to Laser. Then you got the Deviant Chopper. And honestly, something you can do is you can look at the pets and just see what you're up against before going up against it. So we are going to officially take down the Deviant Chopper with the Sunreaver Micro Sentry completely soloing that fight. Moving on, we have the Deviant Chomper. So these pets aren't really like what's going to be the difficult part in getting you. Oh, hold on a second. Type please. There we go. So for this one, I'm going to try and stay in the realm of battle pets that you can acquire in-game just to keep it fair for you guys. So for this one, I think we're going to use the G-Coon hatchling, which is acquired from G-Coon, go figure. You know what, we're gonna take a little peek, just a little peek. Okay, so we're running 2 aquatics. Oh Jesus. Okay, so that little bit of setback for that knowledge is helpful because now we know what we're up against. Just keep that in mind when you do this. So we're going to run 2 birds and a mech because we got the knowledge, we got the sauce. So we'll run I don't want to do Dibbler because Dibbler's kind of difficult to get. We'll do the Dark Moons. Hold on. I'm going to use something I feel we're not going to need. We'll use the G0 R410 and Ultra Tonk. And we're going to run Peck, Wild Winds, Flock. And then we're going to run Peck, Nature's Touch, and Slow and Steady. And then for the Tonk, we're going to use Ion Cannon, Launch Rocket, and Demolish. There's more than one right way to do this. Just please keep that in mind. There is always more than one right way to do this. And so we're going to see how this goes. Okay. So we're going to Wild Winds turn 1. That was Blood into Water that he just choked on. So that means that the first Deviant Chomper is going to be completely free. Minimal damage was done to us. Alright, so this one's probably going to try the same thing. Yep, Blood into Water, he missed. And he's setting his Toxic Skin up, but it does not matter. G-Kun Hatchling has soloed 2 of the 3. But you know what? I'm feeling so confident, I think our Tonk can take it. So we are going to hit him up with that sweet, sweet Ion Cannon. Like I said, this first stage, these pets are pretty free. You just got to make sure you're keeping type advantage on your side. So, for this next one, let me find the magics. There they are. Okay, so I'm just going to take a peek. Flying Beast. Okay, so we're going to keep our Tonk in, and we're just going to Ion Cannon the Raptor down. And then we are going to go All Seeing. Yeah, All Seeing should be fine. Which drops from N'Zoth in Nyalutha. And I think we'll do the Eye of Extermination, which drops from the Eye of the Jailer. This one is specifically mythic, by the way. And we are going to run Portal, Interrupting Gaze, Eye Blast, Nether Blast, Nightmare, and Life Exchange for healing. And then same thing we've been using for the Tonk. Alright. So we're going to hit him up with Nightmare frame 1. Oh no, don't tell me this. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. I thought it was Cocoon Strike. Woo! So we just hit him up like that. Do that. He hits us with the Slicing Wind. It's okay, though. As the Deviant Flapper goes down, the second one will come out. He hits us with another Weakened Defense, which is just reapplying. And then we're just going to kill him off. Boom. See? This first stage, these pets really have no flavor to them. They're just everyday pets. So there's not much you really have to do. But do remember, no healing. So when we get to our first boss, which is coming up right now, you got to make sure you have your pets on ready. So, now we have Son of Scum. This is a legendary pet, so do keep that in mind. For this, we're going to run with Icky and the Nexus Whelpling. Nexus Whelpling can be acquired as a random pet battle in Koldara area outside of the Nexus. This pet is very strong, and I cannot advocate for it enough. And we will put our second Nexus Whelpling in just in case it's needed. But for the strat here, you want to run Savage Talon, Black Claw, and Flock. As for your Nexus Whelpling, you want to run Tail Sweep, Mana Surge, bear with me, and Arcane Storm. Alright. So we're going to start the way we always start, with our black claw. And then we're going to flock. As you can see, he does have help with him. So... Ooh. Okay, so Son of Scum is down. So I'm going to preserve Icky, and I'm going to bring out Alexagos. And we are going to do the Arcane Storm Mana Surge strat, and these two should both die really quick. He survived on 3! Color me impressed. Surviving on 3? Screw 3, this one's on 1. So yeah. Hi, ranges are not our friend. But Son of Scum is down, and we can move forward. And now we have Fixia, Lady Anacondra's companion. I do believe this is another legendary pet. And we are going to go with our trusty Iron Star strats. If you do not have an Iron Star, they are fairly cheap on the auction house. However, I do not believe they can still be acquired. So I apologize profusely, but... And here you want to get 2 moths next. We will be going with the Amber Moth and the Crimson Moth. And the abilities you want to use are Wind Up, Toxic Smoke, Supercharge. And then for the moths, you just want to use Cocoon Strike, Moth Dust, and Slicing Winds for all 3 of them, or for both of them. So right off the rip, we're going to do the Wind Up Supercharge strat. Because as you can see, Fixia is underground. So we're just going to go in and just boom! Fixia is down. So next, we're just going to wind up again. Like, at this point, Demolition just solos. The entire battle is essentially just over. So yeah, Iron Star solo strats, guys. Look it up. And you really do like the idea of solo strats here, just because with you not being able to heal up your pets, it really does help with preserving what you need for the long run. Unfortunately, Demolition is dead, which means they are out of the scenario. So we are going to move along and find our next opponent. Our next opponent being Dreadcoil. For this, we are going to want a Tranquil Mechanical Yeti with Metal Fist, Supercharge, and Call Lightning. We are going to want a Moth for the exact same strats we were doing before. And just in the event that there is... You know what? Nah, we'll do it. And we'll run Chi-Chi just as a filler pet. So let's go engage Dreadcoil. If you have additional iron stars, the supercharged strat does work here, because literally all we're doing is essentially what we've been doing. So we're going to supercharge. Then we're going to call lightning. Boom. Works like a charm. And now we're just going to Metal Fist to our heart's content. Unfortunately, the Call Lightning is going to betray us just a little bit, but it is okay. Without the speed advantage, Deviant Flapper does go down. But that just leaves the Deviant Small Claw, who is easily 2-code. Like I said, if you do not want to use this strat because of the Call Lightning, then I completely understand. But that is Dreadcoil down, which means the next one we have is Vilefang. Sorry, I'm just tired today, guys. For Vilefang, we're going to be bringing Dire Beak Hatchling, aka Dire Times, with Falcasar Swarm, Iron Skin, and Predatory Strike. And that is really the only pet we should need for this. So we're going to start off by applying Iron Fur, or Iron Skin, to us. And then we are going to Predatory Strike. Falcasar Swarm. As you can see, Vilefang cannot touch us as long as we have Iron Skin up. And even when he can, the damage is resisted. And yeah, that is Vilefang down, and essentially we have just won the fight, because Deviant Chomper is going to get absolutely annihilated. Unfortunately, he did hit his blood in the water, which really kind of sucks, but he is down. And now we'll reapply Iron Fur, which is doing mad defensive capabilities. I do think Dire Times just solos at this point. Possibly. Really depends on this next hit. Nope. So that means Dire Times is out. Get him out of here. But that also means we are officially on stage 4. Which is Hiss. So for Hiss, we're going to bring Lil Bling, who you get from the Blingatron gift package. We're going to bring Ghostbird, aka our Sentinel Companion. And we'll just let Chi-Chi keep existing here, because he's doing good. For Sentinel Companion, you want to run Peck, Soul Rush, and Moonfire. For Lil Bling, you want to run Inflation, Extra Plating, and Make It Rain. So we're going to start this fight off with Extra Plating. For that extra defense, we're going to Make It Rain. And now inflation is going to hit this snake harder than it's been hitting us. Y'all can tell I'm here with the jokes today. So we are going to reapply Make It Rain. Unfortunately, the Vicious Fang did kill us. But that is the end of Hiss, and by proxy, that is also the end of any difficulty that this fight has for us. Because these raptors cannot do squat to our birds. But we can do everything to them. So I'm going to do Make It Rain, and then I'm going to let Stud Muffin go down. Because even if he was in the back, that would still hit him. We're going to bring in our Ghost Bird. Hit him with the cleanest Soul Rush this side of planet Earth has seen. He gets the stun, which is big for us, because that means Ghost Bird has made it out unscathed. With Hiss down, we move on to stage 5, the ectoplasmic growth. There's one of our targets right here. For this strapping young fella, I dare request the need of someone more sickly than myself. How about an infected squirrel? Running Stampede, Creeping Fungus, and Corpse Explosion. Along with... You know what? Along with someone who's going to hit this guy super effectively, I am going to be bringing the Discarded Experiment and Lil Frostwing. I have faith. So starting right off the rip, you want to use Creeping Fungus into Stampede. And then once Stampede concludes, feel free to blow your squirrel up. Because you are already in the purgatory phase. So Corpse Explosion is just the best thing to do. So now he's got all these dots on him. We're going to bring in our Discarded Experiment. And we're just going to burp on him. Gone. This dungeon is very easy compared to what a lot of the other ones will entail later on down the line. So please keep that in mind. We're going to use Arcane Storm for the cleave effect to get some damage on the Deviant Chomper. Look at that. Look at that damage. He did unfortunately hit blood in the water. That is super unfortunate. But that is Deviant Chomper down, and we win. So we advance forward and onward to the next growing ectoplasm, which is right here. For this one, we are going to be running Anomalous, which is a pet you can acquire from the Horrific Visions, which we have done a fair bit of coverage on by the time this video goes up. And the Stormborn Whelp. And we'll leave a little Frostwing in. So what you want to be running is Corrosion, Toxic Fumes, and Poison Protocol. For the Whelp, you want to run Tail Sweep, Mana Surge, Arcane Storm. The little Frostwing is our fill-in. So we're going to start with Corrosion Frame 1. Then we're going to Toxic Fumes. And now we're going to Poison Protocol. Give them all that nice juicy poison. Unfortunately, Anomalous does die here, but that is okay. Because we're going to come in, we're going to Tail Sweep, and it's going to be fantastic. Yeah! And now we're going to use our Dragon Boosted Arcane Storm to kill the growing ectoplasm, cleave onto the other two pets, take away the Deviant Flapper's Flying Racial, kill it, and then use our Dragon Boosted attack to kill the Deviant Smallclaw. And with that, we have made it to the final stage. If you have made it this far in the video, I hope this guide has helped you. We are here at the Budding Ever-Living Spore. For this pet, you want to be running Sid the Squid, which you acquire from the Dark Moon Fair. You can also buy Sid on the auction house. And for Sid, you want to run Tidal Wave, you want to run Healing Stream, and then you want to run Whirlpool. And then you just want 2 more aquatic pets to join him, as Sid essentially solos this fight, more or less. The pets who will be joining Sid will be Left Shark, because of all of the memes, all of the Left Shark memes. And you know, we'll bring a Land Shark too. It's Shark Week. Take what you want with that info. To wrap this video up in a neat little bow, Whirlpool on cooldown, Healing Stream on cooldown, and Tidal Wave until something comes off cooldown. Sid the Squid takes no bull. You do want to wrap this up relatively quickly, just for the simple fact of this boss is cleaving your team. And you do still have Deviant Chomper and Deviant Smallclaw. However, they are also getting cleaved down in the back. If I remember right, Left Shark actually just solos this guy. And the crit to boost. How disrespectful. Essentially, Sid the Squid is unkillable. At least to the Budding Ever Spore. because the budding everspore at this point is basically dead, as is our sharks. But that is okay, because like I said, the deviant small claw isn't doing too well, nor is the chomper. At this point, I feel like Whirlpool is a little mundane, but definitely keep using Healing Stream off cooldown. There goes the Raptor, and Muck Breath will not survive another hit. So you know, we're just going to push damage. At this point in the fight, pushing damage is all that matters, because we have done it. That is Wailing Caverns on hard mode completed. And at this point, you are now free to leave the dungeon and turn in your quest. Also, do keep in mind these quests are on a weekly base lockout, but the damp pet supplies can yield a young venom thing. Not that. The ever-living spore and a cavern moccasin. And we got the young venom thing. So that is actually a new pet for me. But with that being said, we're going to wrap this video up. If you did enjoy, do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video.